Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
Underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Nick Foles and the Bear offense about to be on display for the first time. Foles, the veteran, drafted in the 3rd round back in 2012 out of Arizona.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now Foles. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's
that was on me. I ain't even have my hands on the sticks. Why they had me on that?
Takes it inside the 40.
Then I wasn't even running fast enough.
Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the
well, that's where that shit start to stop at.
Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Like running fast. Smoking.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 for first down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play.
I can see start and stop.
Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Foles. And he will
good fucking shit.
Through the contact. It's incomplete.
Okay, it's 39. Let's see. And we're starting stopping.
It's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Holding the ball low. Ain't got Foles out there. No.
Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year in Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick of the first round. The last guy to do that in Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
Good job doing that.
Taken in here to start this drive, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel
I
good.
get
It's
it.
not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Dobbins running out of the gun. They bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
That's complete to John Ross. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball carrier.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Again, the ball carrier.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Wow, they double team that
there
boy.
to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now.
Oh man, you good, bro?
Trace
Don't
their
trip.
backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he
Good
goes.
job, Ngakwe.
That's Yannick Ngakwe with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you
Hell
as
yeah.
best they can. And if you're getting 3
I went to sleep right after too, bro.
You're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route.
Just playing a little Madden, man.
Because the receiver can stop
I need to be on Destiny, but I'm
make
not.
himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the
I don't know what that
communication
flag
we saw
is.
there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
How's your day been going so far?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Oh, that's dope, man. Parkour's kind of nice.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty.
I'm probably gonna wait till next gen before I think about 2K or something. Yeah, I like basketball. I'm a Mavs fan. Dirk was probably my favorite player.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I was gonna wait for I get the PS5 before I even think about 2K.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
I fucked up. I fucked up. I had it. I was trying to get the touchdown. Damn, I had it, son. That was at least at the 1.
So he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Yeah.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown.
Just too far of a shot again. Yeah, I'm in no rush, man. There are no games for it right now. Like, it's the same.
Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good.
Yeah, it's the same.
Ravens strike first at 3's in.
Oh, man, you're good.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find...
Yeah, I'm in no rush to get the PlayStation 5. Hell, I just got this 4K Pro.
Getting ready to go as they take the field. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
Come on, man, I'm on that, boy.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 20.
I love football. I'm a Ravens fan, as you can tell.
Never got going. A loss of a couple.
Okay, cool.
And it's 2nd down.
And your business.
It goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge. Calais Campbell with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly
I'll
where
be
they
here,
want
bro.
to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction. stretching for the offensive guys.
Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. There's Foles. Now a hit, and Foles loses the ball.
Roll in, Yannick, roll in.
The Ravens have got it.
That's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him.
Good job, boy. Y'all becoming a tandem over there.
He knew that. I mean, he knew
Come on, man. Let's get Campbell on before you retire, baby.
The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and
Dobby.
taken down. They'll
Trying to
say no
give you
gain on the
you,
play,
baby.
and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
And this is going to result
Sorry,
in losing
space is
yardage.
out.
They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the back.
Got a man, it's caught. For
Oh,
Ravens.
boy.
Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Nick Foles ready for the next drive, leads out the Bears.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got...
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Robinson.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Bears first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down. Bears.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
13 yards. First down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a first and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean,
welcome back.
Normally, they'll have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
A 45-yard.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
I seen you finally got it. I saw the chat this morning.
For the second time tonight,
I
this
woke
field
up.
goal unit comes out.
You like it, huh?
He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway.
Oh, sweet.
Cut the lead back
That's
down
dope.
to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus out now?
That's real dope. Well, at least you probably got it because you just was talking about it. Man.
That's the way to go into the half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30.
I ain't have enough time on my clock. That's on me. I just watch it now. Boost their stats up. Why not?
That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman
Could have
for
been
our
10.
EA Sports halftime report.
I was spacing. I should have timed out early.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Ravens ready to receive it. And
Should have played with a Gambit or something. Strengths.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he accepted
I'll be right back.
a knee at the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought
Well,
down.
every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On the move to his left. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsible.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, and he finds his tight end, Graham. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
To Jimmy Graham.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
Second and a yard at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
To number 16.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense back out there, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 27, Jackson. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Jackson on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On the return, Johnson.
Receiving team.
So that's going to push him back half the distance. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here's Dobbins.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, 1 through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
A throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Now a run with Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have broken the tie. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Oh, nice move. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, forced out to his left. And he's got this down to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jackson's going to look to run it.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
At the 7-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
At the 3-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
One more time with Dobbins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He's taken down.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they...
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.